Princess Anne has unexpectedly revealed some important details about Queen Elizabeth's reign that were previously hidden. These revelations have caused quite a stir in the royal family, especially Queen Camilla, and have caused a media storm. In a recent interview, she discussed Queen Elizabeth's views on a variety of topics, including her thoughts on keeping the royal family informed and her battles with royal protocol. Never before have such important details about the Queen's life been revealed. What did Princess Anne do to cause such a stir among Queen Camilla? Was Camilla's role affected by Princess Anne's revelations? Now we can find out what Princess Anne revealed. And do you miss Queen Elizabeth? Leave an A in the comments if you do. The recent Balmoral Summit. At the most recent Balmoral Summit, members of the British royal family engaged in heated debate and heightened tensions over Prince William's ambitious proposals. The media has been covering this summit closely because of the controversial topics being discussed at the Scottish Balmoral estate. The Scottish mansion of the Queen, Balmoral, has long served as a refuge for members of the royal family to attend to private and official affairs. On the other hand, the latest summit was very different from the norm in terms of amicable behavior. Queen Camilla was reportedly quite unhappy with the decisions taken and the way the negotiations were going. The new ideas for the royal family's future structure and operations allegedly caused discontent since they threatened to undermine the present order. The disagreement originated from Prince William's lofty plan to reorganize the royal family's finances and operations. Reorganizing the finances and bringing in new working royals are the two main parts of his strategy. Part of the plan to restructure the royal family's finances is to bring their financial management up to date. The objective is to tackle the financial challenges faced by the monarchy throughout history, as well as those faced now. To improve efficiency and transparency, it may be necessary to reallocate resources, reevaluate the financing strategy, or streamline financial activities. This plan is a proactive effort to guarantee the monarchy's financial viability in light of the scrutiny its finances are currently under. Prince William's plan takes into account the problems caused by the present members' advanced age and the small number of active royals, but it also stresses the importance of incorporating younger members into official tasks. The plan is to make sure there are enough active royals to take on different representational and ceremonial tasks and to reinvigorate the public's perception of the royal family. Because of the declining participation of the monarchy's elder members in public life, this measure is considered crucial to the institution's survival in the future. According to reports, tensions ran high throughout the event, especially between Prince William and Queen Camilla. It seems that Queen Camilla's annoyance stems from her worries about the potential effects of these alterations on long-standing customs and the responsibilities of present-day family members. She is an important member of the royal family, and her reaction is representative of wider concerns about how to balance the monarchy's heritage with contemporary needs. The conflict arises from a deeper discussion within the royal family on the relative merits of tradition and modernity. Some members of the royal family, like Queen Camilla, may find Prince William's plans to be too radical or disruptive, despite his best intentions to solve modern problems and secure the monarchy's continued relevance. If the planned structural and financial reforms are put into action, the royal family might become more efficient and up-to-date. This might involve alterations in how funds are allocated, how public duties are distributed, and how new members are integrated into royal roles. The controversy surrounding these proposals could affect public perception of the royal family. The successful management of these changes will be crucial in maintaining public support and ensuring that the monarchy remains relevant in the 21st century. The discord revealed by this summit underscores the internal dynamics and differing visions within the royal family. How these internal disagreements are managed will impact the cohesion and effectiveness of the monarchy in the coming years. In July 2023, a notable development occurred regarding the management of the British royal family's estates, which was highlighted by a report from The Telegraph. This development centered around Prince William's decision not to rehire Annabel Elliot, the sister of Queen Camilla, for her design services related to the royal estates, including those under the Duchy of Cornwall. Annabel Elliot, a well-regarded interior designer, had been involved in the management and design of various royal properties for several years. Her work included contributions to the refurbishment and maintenance of estates that are integral to the royal family's public and private image. The Duchy of Cornwall, One of the principal holdings managed by Prince William encompasses a significant portfolio of properties and land, all of which require meticulous oversight and design input to maintain their historical and aesthetic value. The decision not to rehire Annabel Elliott marked a significant shift in the management of these estates. It not only impacted the operational aspects of the Duchy of Cornwall, but also carried broader implications for family dynamics and royal duties. You may look at Prince William's choice to not include Annabel Elliott in any future design work through the lens of his strategic goals. This decision shows his ambition to bring the administration of the Duchy of Cornwall and other royal estates up to date and into the contemporary era, as he takes on a more prominent role in this regard. William may be seeking to implement his larger goal of reforming the royal family by bringing new ideas and efficiency to the management of the estates through the hiring of new designers. The move is in line with his plan to reorganize and reinvigorate the public duties of the royal family. Princess Kate's recent reforms to the royal family's estate management reflect Prince William's determination to bring the monarchy into the modern era by making it more efficient and responsive to modern demands. Nevertheless, this move is vehemently opposed by Queen Camilla. Concerns about strategy and personal matters motivate Queen Camilla's opposition. Keeping her family's role in the royal framework intact is crucial to Camilla's objection. Annabel Elliott, sister of Camilla, has been an integral part of the royal family for many years, making important contributions to the administration and landscaping of royal properties. She has worked hard to incorporate her family into the monarchy, and her dismissal from the payroll is both a professional and emotional blow. This exclusion, in Camilla's perspective, undermines the personal and historical ties that have always been an integral aspect of royal operations. The decision to fire her relatives is an affront to the invaluable assistance her family has given to the monarchy, in Camilla's view. After years of being connected with royal duties and obligations, Camilla views the Elliott family's expulsion as a betrayal of their sacrifices and contributions. The financial restructuring seems to be targeting her family members instead of taking a more equitable and inclusive approach to decreasing costs, which only serves to reinforce this view. Another nuance to Camilla's objection is the suggestion to transfer royal duties to younger family members. There has been a change towards modernity and a new strategic vision for the monarchy with the younger generation, led by Prince William. Despite the best intentions of the current leadership, this change threatens the status quo and the power of long-standing members of the royal family, such as Camilla and her extended family. As a whole, the devolution of duties is considered part of a larger movement to make the royal family more dynamic and efficient, while decreasing the position of elder members. There are several royal family ramifications to Queen Camilla's resistance to these measures. Royal power dynamics are at the root of the friction between Camilla and Prince William. The stability and unity of the royal family may be jeopardized if this feud inside the family continues. Tension in the royal family. The public's view of the royal family may be affected by the controversies surrounding these developments. Although most people are in favor of efficiency and modernity, Camilla and her family may find themselves sympathetic if they are seen as losing out on long-term family members due to these developments. This may influence the public's perception of the royal family and its adaptability initiatives. Possible re-evaluation of the suggested restructuring tactics may result from Camilla's objection. Modified techniques that aim to combine financial efficiency with the preservation of family influence and historical contributions might be necessary to accommodate her concerns while still achieving modernizing aims. Future choices on the royal family's duties and responsibilities may be impacted by the outcome of this opposition. A more sophisticated strategy for restructuring that takes into account both modernity and family history may result from listening to Camilla's concerns. On the other side, if we can't break the deadlock, we'll just end up further divided and with more difficulty making the modifications that were suggested. Royal family strife was exacerbated by Queen Camilla's long-held opinions about Princess Catherine and her eligibility for the position of queen. According to many accounts, Queen Camilla has long held reservations over Princess Catherine's abilities and appropriateness for the position of queen. These accounts state that Camilla supposedly made some disparaging remarks about Catherine's competence, implying that she isn't qualified to be queen and thus cannot live up to the duties and demands placed upon her. It seems that these opinions on royal responsibilities and appropriateness are based on both personal experiences and also conventional wisdom. The fact that Camilla has always questioned Catherine's appropriateness as Prince Charles's spouse makes her skepticism of her all the more hypocritical. Many questioned Camilla's eligibility as queen consort in the past, owing to her reputation and her history of relationships, including her romance with Charles. She encountered substantial public and institutional opposition throughout this time. At King Charles's coronation, the simmering animosity between Camilla and Catherine burst to the surface. Westminster Abbey was the site of a major event on the 6th of May, 2023. Notably, Princess Catherine opted not to curtsy to Camilla when Charles and Camilla left the abbey. There was a widespread belief that this break with the royal protocol was an intentional snub, particularly considering that other members of the royal family followed the practice of expressing respect. In royal traditions, curtsying is an acknowledgement of rank. Catherine's choice not to follow this protocol was interpreted by many as a sign of deep-seated conflict and disrespect towards Camilla. Such a high-profile deviation from protocol not only drew public and media scrutiny, but also emphasized the rift between the two women. The coronation snub reflects deeper personal and institutional tensions between Camilla and Catherine. The visible discord between Camilla and Catherine has undoubtedly attracted significant media attention, further fueling speculation and debate about the internal dynamics of the royal family. This media scrutiny can amplify personal grievances and conflicts, making it more challenging for the royal family to manage its public image and internal cohesion. The tensions within the royal family surrounding Queen Camilla and Princess Catherine were notably intensified by Princess Anne's intervention. Her intervention brought to light Queen Elizabeth's wishes regarding the future of the monarchy. Princess Anne played a pivotal role in addressing the discord between Camilla and Catherine. Sources indicate that Anne reminded Queen Camilla of Queen Elizabeth's expressed desires for the future of the monarchy. Queen Elizabeth reportedly had a vision for the monarchy that included Princess Catherine being seen as the future queen of the United Kingdom. This intervention by Princess Anne was significant because it underscored Queen Elizabeth's intentions and preferences regarding the royal family's future. Anne's reminder was not merely a personal opinion, but reflected the late Queen's broader vision for the monarchy. Upon learning about Queen Elizabeth's preferences, Queen Camilla was reportedly horrified and felt a deep sense of betrayal. Despite her substantial contributions to the royal household and her role as queen consort, Camilla's reaction reflects the emotional and personal stakes involved in royal roles and relationships. Camilla had invested significantly in her role within the royal family, supporting King Charles and contributing to the monarchy's public and private affairs. The revelation of Queen Elizabeth's preference for Catherine's future role challenged Camilla's position and seemed to undermine her efforts and sacrifices. This feeling of betrayal was compounded by the realization that her personal and professional contributions were being overshadowed by the perceived preference for Catherine as the future queen. It was clear from Queen Elizabeth's speech at a reception at Sandringham House on the eve of her accession that she wanted the royal family to rally behind Charles and Camilla. The Queen said in her speech that she had faith the nation would assist Charles and Camilla with the same generosity that it had shown her during her reign. These comments were significant since they were Queen Elizabeth's first public appearance in 3 months, and they demonstrated her determination to make sure the succession went off without a hitch. Supporting the new king and his wife was central to the Queen's message, which urged unity and continuity. Despite the problems that have arisen within the royal family, Queen Elizabeth's speech sought to emphasize how important it is for everyone to support and respect the current king and his wife. It was clear that Queen Elizabeth wanted Camilla to keep serving her with all her heart as queen consort, as she said in her Platinum Jubilee letter. In this letter, which was intended to commemorate the important milestone of her 70-year reign, the Queen expressed her admiration for Camilla's work and the great impact she has had. In the letter, Elizabeth expressed her gratitude for Camilla's dedication and her desire for her to continue in her role as queen consort. Princess Anne's involvement exposed conflicts in the royal family, which contrasts with her supporting statement. Her highlights the complexity of royal responsibilities and relationships. Not everyone in the royal family shared Queen Elizabeth's support for Camilla, as shown in her letter, due to personal grudges and internal strife. While the letter's stated support served to reassure and offer continuity, it also brought attention to the persistent difficulties of balancing personal connections with royal demands. Princess Catherine. Many people look forward to Princess Catherine, better known as Kate Middleton, more than Queen Camilla, especially considering all of her public appearances and philanthropic endeavors. She is well respected for her roles as an ally of the British Queen and a major donor to many worthy projects. Princess Catherine has been heavily involved in several royal projects and responsibilities since her marriage to Prince William. As a member of the royal family, she has been highly visible and prominent, serving in a variety of capacities at home and abroad. Several formal royal excursions have included Catherine as a representative. To demonstrate the monarchy's engagement in international matters and to cement diplomatic ties, these trips are essential. Her participation in these travels exemplifies her work to promote British interests overseas and strengthen international ties. Catherine, as a member of the royal family, has been an invaluable ally to the British Queen. She plays an important role in maintaining the monarchy's traditions and duties by attending state ceremonies, public events, and gatherings, which helps keep the monarchy relevant and engaged with the people. As a member of the royal family, Catherine has played an important role in her philanthropic activities. Through the Royal Foundation, she has been deeply engaged in several projects that address important societal concerns. Catherine's philanthropic endeavors mostly revolve around the arts, addiction treatment, and early childhood education. Her work in these areas demonstrates her dedication to enhancing society's welfare and tackling important problems via focused efforts. An important component of her philanthropic work has been addressing issues related to the development of young children. Catherine is very involved in many causes. She is a patron of more than 20 nonprofits and military groups. Among her prominent patronages are the mental health support organization Anna Freud Centre and the UK charity Action for Children, both of which assist at-risk children and their families. Along with Prince William and Prince Harry, Catherine conceived the Heads Together campaign, which has been one of her most significant projects. Those who are battling mental health issues have access to resources and help through the campaign, which began in April 2016. A larger social movement toward acknowledging and treating mental health concerns has been aided by the campaign's considerable attention and support. When it comes to mental health issues, Heads Together has done a lot to get people talking and create a more accepting community. Princess Catherine's philanthropic activity and active participation in royal responsibilities impact the public's opinion of her. Her kind personality, unwavering support for important causes, and devotion to her royal duty have all played a part in her favorable reputation. Many people have become fond of Catherine because of her charisma and her ability to strike up conversations with everyone. Her public advocacy for worthy causes and her participation in a wide range of humanitarian events have helped to establish her as a caring and devoted member of the royal family. People tend to have a more positive impression of Catherine than Queen Camilla, because of her many humanitarian endeavors and active participation in supporting the monarchy. While Camilla has made significant contributions in her own right, Catherine's widespread involvement in high-profile initiatives and her positive public engagements contribute to a more favorable perception. Princess Catherine, the Duchess of Cambridge, has navigated a complex relationship with the media throughout her public life. Her efforts to maintain privacy, manage public interest, and influence fashion trends have been scrutinized extensively, reflecting both the challenges and successes of her position within the royal family. Catherine's relationship with the media has been marked by a constant balancing act between public exposure and personal privacy. As a member of the royal family, she has faced intense media scrutiny, which often extends into her private life. Despite this, Catherine has made significant efforts to maintain a degree of privacy for herself and her family. Catherine's high-profile status has naturally attracted substantial media attention. The media's focus on her life, from her fashion choices to her family activities, underscores the intense public interest in her role. This scrutiny has been both a consequence of her position and a reflection of the media's broader fascination with the royal family. Catherine has worked diligently to manage this attention and preserve her family's privacy. She and Prince William have been known to take measures to shield their children, George, Charlotte, and Louis, from excessive public scrutiny. This includes carefully controlled public appearances and a preference for private family moments to remain out of the media spotlight. The Duchess has faced legal challenges related to privacy breaches, such as the unauthorized publication of personal photographs. These incidents highlight the ongoing tension between maintaining personal privacy and navigating the relentless media coverage that accompanies her public role. Catherine's influence extends beyond her personal life and royal duties to have a significant impact on fashion and public perception. Kate Middleton's influence on style trends and consumer behavior has been dubbed the Kate Middleton effect by the media. There has been persistent public and media adulation of Catherine's style. She has had a significant influence on fashion trends with her eclectic clothing, which typically combines high fashion with affordable Main Street labels. The clothes she wears are always a hit with shoppers, and her style is adored by style mavens all around the globe. The fashion industries of the United States and the United Kingdom have both felt the impact of Kate Middleton. When Catherine wears or promotes a product, retailers and designers see a spike in attention and sales. As a fashion icon, her impact is seen throughout all facets of the industry, from clothes and accessories to hairstyles. There have been several times when Catherine's contribution and influence have been acknowledged. She has received praise and acknowledgement from powerful organizations for her impact on public opinion and fashion. In 2011, 2012, and 2013, Catherine was named by Time magazine as one of the world's most important people. This acknowledgement underscores the profound influence she has had on platforms worldwide, not just in the UK. Recognizing her role in influencing popular perceptions and trends, Time's appreciation highlights her power beyond customary royal duties. Cultural and social domains are not immune to Catherine's sway. She leaves an impression on people through her philanthropic endeavors, public appearances, and style decisions. Her charisma and clout are bolstered by her capacity to use her platform for good. The bond between Princess Catherine and Queen Elizabeth has played a pivotal role in shaping her aspirations to become a beloved and revered future monarch. Queen Elizabeth. Public opinion of Catherine's eligibility for the title of Queen Consort has been significantly shaped by their close connection and the Queen's influence, both of which have been crucial in preparing her for her future position. There is more to Queen Elizabeth's influence on Princess Catherine than just her official royal responsibilities and public appearances. Catherine has learned a great lot about her royal duties and how to be the perfect royal figure thanks to the Queen's subtle but significant advice. Queen Elizabeth quietly mentored Catherine behind the scenes, teaching her to carry herself with dignity and poise in the royal family. The emphasis here was on setting a good example rather than providing detailed instructions. Catherine looked up to the Queen as an example of how to conduct herself publicly, carry out her royal duties, and give back to the community. The Queen gave Catherine individual counsel on several matters about her position. The intricacies of royal protocol, the value of personal space, and the need to strike a balance between one's public persona and one's principles were all part of this. With the guidance of Queen Elizabeth, Catherine was able to formulate a strategy for carrying out her royal duties. Queen Elizabeth and Princess Catherine were able to spend a lot of time together since their palaces were so close to each other. Their intimacy helped them form and deepen their relationship, which was crucial in preparing Catherine for her destiny as queen. Because of their near geographical closeness, Queen Elizabeth and Catherine were able to meet frequently. During these gatherings, which frequently took place over afternoon tea, Catherine would sit back and absorb the Queen's knowledge and wisdom. Establishing a solid foundation of trust required these exchanges. Catherine came to rely on the Queen for advice and encouragement, and their relationship flourished as a result. Their close friendship, characterized by affectionate and respectful exchanges, gave Catherine more faith in her place in the royal family. Several accolades were bestowed upon Princess Catherine by Queen Elizabeth in recognition of her services to the royal family. Not only did these honors confirm Catherine's position, but they also demonstrated the Queen's appreciation for her dedication. As a mark of her appreciation, Queen Elizabeth bestowed the title of Dame Grand Cross of the Royal Victorian Order to Catherine in 2019. This esteemed award demonstrated Catherine's commitment to her role as a princess and her value to the family. It was a way for the Queen to show her gratitude for Catherine's hard work and dedication. Queen Elizabeth's subtle gestures and acts meant more to Catherine than the official awards she received. Catherine and the Queen's relationship was strengthened by these acts, which demonstrated the Queen's true regard and love for her. There are intimate exchanges between the Queen and Princess Catherine that show how close they are and how much of an impact the Queen has on Catherine. The first Christmas Catherine spent in Sandringham was a very moving experience. During this time, she presented the Queen with handmade chutney, a gesture that symbolized Catherine's thoughtfulness and willingness to embrace royal traditions. This personal touch demonstrated Catherine's effort to connect with the Queen on a more personal level. Catherine's participation in royal traditions and her respect for established customs were influenced by the Queen's example. The Queen's emphasis on the importance of tradition and continuity helped Catherine understand the significance of these practices in maintaining the monarchy's heritage. Both Queen Elizabeth and Princess Catherine demonstrate a fervent interest in photography. Elizabeth received a box Brownie camera during her childhood, while Catherine identifies herself as something of an enthusiastic amateur photographer. During the lockdown, Catherine took the lead in the National Portrait Gallery's Hold Still program. She encouraged individuals to photographic portraits, which together formed a distinctive portrayal of the UK throughout the epidemic. The roles of both Queen Elizabeth and Princess Catherine in providing comfort and support to the public during challenging times highlight their significant contributions to the monarchy and their deep connection to their respective eras. Their actions during periods of crisis have not only bolstered national morale but also demonstrated their commitment to their royal duties. Queen Elizabeth, then Princess Elizabeth, played a notable role in providing solace to the British people during World War II, an era of immense hardship and uncertainty. Her actions during this period are remembered as a testament to her dedication and resilience. As a young princess, Elizabeth made significant contributions to the national effort through her public appearances and speeches. One of her most memorable contributions was her broadcast to the nation in October 1940 as the Blitz raged over London. In her broadcast, she addressed children separated from their families and expressed solidarity with those enduring the war's hardships. Elizabeth also contributed directly to the war effort by joining the Auxiliary Territorial Service, where she trained as a driver and mechanic. This involvement not only showcased her commitment, but also served as a symbol of resilience and unity. Throughout the war, Queen Elizabeth's presence and actions provided a sense of stability and continuity. Her steadfast backing of the people and her position as a representation of the nation's might were vital in sustaining morale throughout the war. Like her modern counterpart, Princess Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge, has shown her dedication to offering assistance and improving public morale throughout the COVID-19 epidemic. Her behavior during this period demonstrates her compassion for individuals impacted by the catastrophe and her commitment to her royal duties. During the pandemic, Catherine played a pivotal role in assisting frontline employees and healthcare personnel. She met with physicians, nurses, and other frontline workers at various hospitals and healthcare institutions, expressing thanks and offering support throughout her trips. Her goal in making these stops was to raise spirits and give recognition to the hardworking people who are doing incredible things, despite the difficulties they face. Catherine did a lot of kind deeds to help alleviate the pandemic's effects, beyond only visiting hospitals. She was an advocate for programs that helped individuals cope with the epidemic by focusing on mental health, family stability, and education. During this time, her work with groups like Place 2B and the Royal Foundation played a crucial role in offering assistance. The goal of Catherine's public speeches and messages throughout the epidemic was to provide comfort and optimism. She demonstrated her commitment to her position and compassion for individuals impacted by the crisis by actively engaging with the public through virtual meetings and messaging, all while maintaining a cheerful attitude. The public views Catherine favorably as a potential future queen due to the close relationship she shares with Queen Elizabeth. The bond between them represents the stability and continuation of the royal family. The public has a favorable impression of Catherine because of her dedication to her royal duties and her knack for keeping in touch with them on a personal level. The majority of people are pleased by the news of Catherine's upcoming role as queen. Her amiability, contemporary sensibilities, and devotion to royal traditions have all worked together to make her a popular choice. Like, subscribe, and click the next video button on your screen if you liked this one.